Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, to the industry of magic and miracles, hypersonic magic, and so much more. I'm smiling because I just realized I had me in the screen in the period of time when it would have been the waiting for me to appear. So it just made me smile. Nice to see each one of you. Nice to be here. For those of us in America, it's the day after Thanksgiving. So I hope everyone's enjoying themselves, whatever they're doing. It is a national holiday, so most people have the day off. Um, and once you have a day off like that, your whole routine is changed. So yesterday felt like Saturday or Sunday. Today feels like Monday because I went back to work. So maybe this is a Monday broadcast and not a Friday one. But hopefully everyone's having a fantastic day, whatever they're doing, and wherever they are, with a smile on their face and lots of laughter and continued celebration as we enter into the official holiday season. And people can easily start leaving work early, missing work, having an extra drink here or there. So let this be the beginning of everyone enjoying their life the way they should be all times. There's this feeling and an awareness of ourselves as being a part of a lineage and ancestry of the beings that came before us, the masters, the saints, and that we are like a building block upon their block that they set in place as they were a building block when they were here in the physical on the planet and everywhere else. And what they did was perfect for that time. The words were different, the circumstances were different. So we don't do exactly what they did. We are the product of what they delivered, and we add ourselves on top of that, and we build something new, something for this time, something for everyone to relate to now. And there'll be those that come after us that will build upon what we deliver. They'll be the product of our mastery, of our gifts. But I thought about how, even as a 5-year-old, I could hear my uncle saying, "You walk just like Grandpa." Well, Grandpa was no longer alive. He might have lived to be 100, long, his life long before I was even born. But for his grandson to say to me, "You move just like Grandpa," it's a picture of the essence being transferred up the line to the next generation. And even though I may not use my movement as his grandpa, my great-great-grandpa did, there's a resemblance, there's a vibration, there's an essence that has the same energy, that is a product of something that existed before. And so we look at each other and we may know that it is like the Christ, Jesus, or like Buddha, or like Krishna, or Melchizedek, or many others, but it's not the same. But there's a resemblance in the vibration, an essence that was passed on to the next generation, to those in the family that would have a similar walk and a similar talk, a similar look, a similar feel, a vibration, an essence that would do what it was intended to do, that would take further the message or the purpose of those that took it on inside the members of their body without trying, just by existing. It's permeating the field of everywhere you go. Your DNA, your frequency, your life force is permeated with a piece of theirs. And it comes out and other people see it, even though you can't see it yourself. But all of a sudden, an uncle comes up to you and says, "You move just like Grandpa." You didn't even know Grandpa. You just smile. And you know, maybe not that day, maybe this day, that you made them happy because they loved Grandpa and they see him in you and it makes them smile. That's what we're doing, making people smile with a vibration and an essence that is like those that came before. So keep smiling, and people will say to you, "You remind me of," "Are you?" "You must be." And you smile because you made them happy without any attachment or agenda or acknowledgement that that is who you are, because it's not important. The only thing that's important is that they smiled and that they feel what they need to feel. In the Bible, it talks about the wheat and the tares, that a field was planted of wheat, but right next to it within the same field, right next to each seed of wheat, was a tare, which is like a weed, but it looked just like the wheat. So that if you tore out the weed, you would tear out the wheat before it was ready. So it was said, let them both grow. And at some point, it would be clear, and you could remove the tares, and the wheat would be there to be harvested. The only purpose that I sit here in this chair is to pass on that you are not just your body, you are an eternal spirit, magnificent and powerful. You can heal the world, you can heal yourself, you can stop a hurricane, you can fix a car. That is the wheat. The tare growing right next to it says, you can't. It says, seek it outside of yourself. And that weed or that tare is diabolical because it can tell me that I need water and I need a certain kind of water. And there's absolutely benefit to that. But it's also telling me that I am not powerful. And so it snuggles up next to the wheat and it causes you to question whether you are truly the wheat. It says, you need this other thing. And you find yourself having to look at that until you realize I can drink poison. I can do anything. I am eternal. And those things can add support. They can be used, but they are never intended to move ahead of me or you. And that's where the tares have their most impact. So this is what's being made clear now in this moment. This is what those masters spoke about before. You are the sun. Greater things than these you will do. And this is the building block that's coming forward in this time to say the same thing with different words in a different context with different clothes on. That you are the wheat. And anything that says you're not is the weed. They look identical. Never fear, because even if you choose the wheat, it doesn't matter. You're eternal. I had to come to this place to recognize the wheat from the tare. And it's a continual expansion. And each one is doing it in their own time. But know that who you are needs nothing from anyone. But it can receive something from everyone. So feel the wheat blowing in the wind. Feel it growing, standing tall, being a force. And feel the tare falling away as it begins to stand out more and more as something that is not you. Stand up, all the people of the world. Stand up and be counted, every boy and every girl. Stand up, all the people of the world. We're starting up a brand new day. Stand up, all the people of the world. Stand up and be counted, every boy and every girl. Stand up, all the people of the world. We're thinking in a brand new way. And now, chapter 30 of This Life is a Hoot. In the meantime, your brain is fucked. A flash. What is in each one of us is indescribably magnificent. Can you imagine what your creator sees when they look at you? They see something as beautiful as the Milky Way galaxy, sparkles and colors that cannot be described, iridescent and radiant in their glow. But it is all a picture of your pure, beautiful energy that is moving and dancing within its own container or field of perfection that brings a smile and a feeling of the highest honor, respect, marvel, and love to your Creator's heart. This is what is seen, this is what is known, and this is what is true when your Creator looks at you. We are not able to see ourselves this way because in coming into this physical form, we agree to forget that we are the Milky Way galaxy. As it was said before, for now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I have been fully known. It is coming, it is coming, And very soon you will know. You will remember it all in a flash. It has taken lifetimes to create the necessary spark to ignite a flash equal to a nuclear explosion that will propel you into full remembrance. Every encounter that pushes you into the place of standing tall and saying, fuck 'em, I'm going to be me, acts as a springboard and produces an accelerant that adds fuel to the igniting of the flash. So do not resist those encounters and do not judge them. Grieve them quickly if you must grieve, but do not wear them. Instead, use the energy of fuck 'em to springboard you to your remembrance. You have everything within you already, and the you that sits at the right hand of your Creator has orchestrated very skillfully the timing of your remembrance, one fuck 'em at a time, through every instruction, interaction, and circumstance. At the moment of the flash, you will see your galaxy as your Creator has always seen it. And you will see everyone else's galaxy as their Creator has always seen theirs. And the dance within will spill over into without, and you will find and recognize new partners, each new dance having its own unique music and steps as the two galaxies dance together. And each one shares their field of perfection with the other. It is here that you will freely release all the joy, love, and gratitude, the harmony, the brilliance, every feeling of achievement, accomplishment, and knowing, every feeling of kindness, caring, compassion, and empathy, of helping, supporting, waiting, and encouraging that has been inside you since the beginningless beginning. All having been covered up by the limitations of the physical plane in the agreement to forget that which you truly are. All those qualities and abilities have always been there, even as they have been forgotten. And we are always shown glimpses of their presence in moments that we see, but mostly don't see. Those that can see, those that have a gift of greater vision, have always seen it in you very clearly. But now, through that flash of remembrance, you will once and for all see it for and in yourself. And you will pour out all those qualities that I mentioned before, all wrapped up under the umbrella of love. And you will pour out a love that you could have never known existed until the moment of the flash. This love will eliminate all self-consciousness, self-need, self-demand, self-judgment, and selfishness, all comparison, all measurement, all analysis, and all logic. And every adjustment or rebalancing or need for harmonization of distortions will be done from this place of love, as your new view of seeing each one as a galaxy will always lead the intention of every interaction. After the moment of the flash and the remembrance of who you are returns, there will be a moment of questioning and self-criticism of why it took so long. But you will quickly surpass this because the path and purpose for your being here will shine so bright that it will overshadow all queries and doubts from your old mind of fear that must now recede in the background. It's like the old mind and the old body have done their part to keep us alive and functioning until the moment of the flash. They've allowed us to function in this limited physical field, a holding container, until enough energy could be gathered over whatever amount of time it might take to ignite the flash. There is only gratitude for what the mind and the body has done, for they always knew their part, even as we were unaware. And just as the new world and the old world are overlapping, for both are still operating, so will the new mind and the new body overlap the old mind and the old body. They both will still be in operation simultaneously. As the old moves away, more of the new will fill in the empty space. This takes us back to the bridge of consciousness that has been reopened. The traffic of consciousness will start off with a trickle, and then as your old body and old mind continue to recede, it will become a 10-lane highway, 5 lanes in each direction. And the wisdom and light of the Christ consciousness will flow like a river into each one's being. And more expansion will continue to happen every second of every day until there will be an infinite number of lanes available on the bridge of consciousness. And from this remembrance and this reconnection to yourself, you will be born again, and you will only know love. For in a flash, all will be made new, and all will be truly divine. This is from the Creator to you. As around the sun the earth knows she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May, just as hate knows love's the cure, you can rest your mind assured that I'll be loving you always. As now can't reveal the mystery of tomorrow, but in passing we'll grow older every day. Just as all is born is new, do you know what I say is true? That I'll be loving you always, until the rainbow burns the stars out in the sky, until the oceans cover every mountain high, until the dolphin flies and parrots live at sea, until we dream the life and life becomes a dream. Did you know that true love asks for nothing? Her acceptance is the way we pay. Did you know that life has given love a guarantee to last through forever and another day? Just as time knew to move on from the beginning, and the seasons know exactly when to change. Just as kindness knows no shame, know through all your joy and pain that I'll be loving you always. As today I know I'm living, but tomorrow could make me the past, but that I mustn't fear. For I'll know deep in my mind the love of me I've left behind. 'Cause I'll be loving you always until the day is night and night becomes the day. Until the trees and seas just up and fly away. Until the day that 8 times 8 is 4. Until the day that is the day that are no more. Until the day the earth starts turning right to left. until the earth just for the sun denies itself, until dear Mother Nature says her work is through, until the day that you are me and I am you. I'll be loving you always, no matter what. In a flash, you will remember. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I am David.